are the times really when you ask yourself, why, you know? Why am I doing this? Because on the way down, I had probably a week of it. I was exhausted, just wiped out. Because when it's like this, it must be hard for you to tell, but the boat is heaving around a lot. And we get slammed into a wave from time to time. The wind is howling. I can't seem to get the sails to settle down. Anyway, when it's like this, you can't even make a cup of tea. You can't do anything, because to make tea, you've got to let go of the boat with one hand so that you can do something else with it. Put the kettle on, put the tea bag in a cup, whatever. And as soon as you do, you get some, well, if you're unlucky, catapulted. If you're lucky, you just slide slowly from one side of the boat to the other. Jesus, it's hard work, days like this. It's hard work. And every once in a while, a wave will slam on the stern there and wash into the cockpit. Spray, not really the wave. Anyway, the wind vane is doing its thing. Up there. I hope. Is it? Is it doing its thing? We're making good progress. And before I just took a bit of sailing, we were doing like 6.5 knots or something crazy fast. Which is great, but I don't need to go that fast, and I don't need to stress the boat either, so I'll just, let me show you. We try and get up without falling on my ass. Trouble is, you end up, well, just wiped out a little bit. Struggle just to stay on your feet, you can't do anything. So the wind vane's doing its thing. In heavy weather like this, and worse than this, the wind vane is just brilliant. It's invaluable at sea. It steers a very straight course, requires no looking at, uses no power. Perfect. Oh. I hope anyway, this is the last patch of bad weather before we get in. You know, I've had a charmed ride pretty much since I left the Azores. Tonight is going to be testing, tonight and tomorrow. After that, it should just be normal sailing, if there is such a thing. I might have to take some of that foresail in, I don't like it flapping like that. I've rigged the storm jib. Probably can't do that for the wind. I've rigged the storm jib. I'm now going to go and take stock, and then I'm going to try and put this trysail up, I think, because this is not going to get any better. In fact, it's forecast to get a bit worse. sideways rain. Perfect. This has got to be the worst weather so far of the trip. Worse than anything on the way down. We're getting close to England where the weather is always shite anyway. The wind vane keeps tipping back on its mounting, but it does that, obviously it doesn't steer anymore. What a pain in the ass! I'll put a screw in there to try and fix it, it still isn't fixed really. And in this weather, this is when it's worse, and it's when you can't do anything about it, can you? What can you do? I've been out there twice now, we'll have to go out there again in a minute. Back in charted space, something of a momentous occasion. Been a bit calm for days. It's really depressing. I could have done this. I could have done it in 9 days. If I'd had a day and a half, probably less, a day more favourable weather, I could have done this in about 9 days, I think. At most. Maybe it's quicker than that. Sadly, it all went wrong. And now, well, I'm starting to see birds and insects and things again, which is great. And I think, well, I'm still going to be under 2 weeks. It'll be about 11 days, I think it'll be about 11 days. If the weather does what it's supposed to do today. Which it hasn't really been doing. I woke up to a lightning storm again this morning. Oh God. Nearly there, nearly there. Strange seeing animals. Oh, that was playful. I was saying, very strange seeing birds and insects and things again. I've seen 3 butterflies on the wind, just lost, I suppose, today. We're probably 120 miles from the Scillies, 130, something like that. On over there, you see a shadow under the water. He's there somewhere. You see, it's one of those big playful breach. Come on. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the approach to the western side of the Scilly Isles. I'm on my way into New Grimsby Sound, where I'm going to drop the anchor, get bacon, eat it, and then go to sleep. I did it, it's over. I'm back in the UK. Oh. Wow, what a feeling. Okay, it's going to take a while to sink in.